The AI apocalypse has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting, it did once again. Why? Because you turned on Leak Project. And now I'm about to share with you how scientists have literally put a worm brain digitized into a robot body. And guess what? It worked. Yep, that's right. Literally, what you are looking at right here is an article from sciencealert.com. Scientists put a worm brain into a Lego robot body and it worked. The brainwaves of a roundworm drove a Lego robot. Now, this is by Fiona McDonald, came out last month. How crazy is this? Now, let's get into the fun stuff, like the details. So, the brain is a collection of electrical signals, and I just got signals from Harp right there. That's why I had a mispronunciation. And with that said, because it's just a collection of electrical signals, if you can learn to catalog those signals, put them in inventory, you could literally upload the mind of a roundworm, of a cat, of a mouse, of an elephant, of a human being, and put it in a robot body. Are they already doing this in programs that we don't even know about? Probably. And also, imagine them being able to digitize somebody's mind, and then you could take that mind and upload it into your mind very fast. Because DARPA is now working on programs with the Pentagon where they want to be able to inject memories into your brain in a matter of seconds. Mass amounts of data, a huge treasure trove, a collection of information just instantly downloaded into your brain. Johnny Mnemonic style. Hello. And I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, virtualshield.com. If you want to keep your information safe when you surf the web, if you want to surf the web anonymously, check out virtualshield.com/leak project. They're offering specials right now, less than $5 a month. You can keep your information safe from big data spies. They're even offering a 30-day free trial. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Check it out. You'll thank me later. virtualshield.com/leak project. You can even disable your microphone and your webcam from voyeuring eyes and ears that might be watching or listening to you right now. Hello. So check it out. virtualshield.com/leak project. That's my shameless plug. Let's get into more in-depth analysis on these roundworm brains that they've digitized and put into robots. This is the program. It's called Enter the Worm, openworm.org. It is an open source project dedicated to the first virtual organism in a computer. Now, my question is, and this is a great article that I found from Seeker, is the name of the YouTube channel. Somebody that listens to Leak Project said, Rex, check this out. You've got to see this. They're putting worm brains into robots. And so what they do with this robot is, hold on a second. There we go. So what they do with this robot and the information of this digitized brain is they put sensors on the front and back of this robot. So if it gets close to a wall, it will sense that. It stops and then moves back. The thing's literally acting like a roundworm. It is acting just like a roundworm would in nature, but it's in a machine. So if you take somebody's brain and you catalog and inventory all of their neurons, because a worm only has 302 neurons. How many does a human being have? Some more than others. Hello. Some probably don't have more than 302 like a roundworm. I'm just saying. Have you been out to the store recently? Have you gone on a public highway? Have you walked outside? Many people probably have brains that would be comparable to a roundworm of about 302 actually functioning neurons. So they managed to take these neurons, put them in a computer, digitize it. They put a function to every single neuron, and it literally simulates this roundworm or whatever it is that they catalog and put into the machine. Now, this project opened up in 2014, and once again has been able to map these neurons, put them into a catalog. Okay, neuron 301 moves this muscle and does these specific tasks. Neuron 27 has a task of sense of textiles. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up here. I'm thinking what does each neuron do? Well, if they know and they put it in a computer, then the computer therefore acts just like that brain. So the goal of the project is to completely replicate one of these roundworms into a virtual organism. So they've stimulated the brain, they've uploaded it into a robot, and on that note, so they put a sonar sensor that acts as a nose and motors that replace the worm's motor neurons on each side of its body. And they didn't even put instructions into the robot. It was pre-programmed because the brain's already there. What happens if they decide to take you, put you in an EEG? They can get your brainwaves now wirelessly. They've got electronics that you can purchase, consumer products that have been available for almost 10 years now. They take your brain, they map your brain, they put it in a computer, they run it on simulations. They can say, okay, this is what Bob is going to do in 5 days. This is what Samantha is going to do in 3.5 years based upon the data that we have. And how accurate is it? And then what if somebody decides, you know what? I want to have everybody's brain and all of their information and everything that they think. I want to know all of it. So imagine this mapping network literally picking up everybody's brain wirelessly, putting it into a cloud, and somebody could just log on and be like, okay, I'm going to see what Rex Bear is thinking today at 11:11 p.m. Oh, he's doing a podcast. He's talking about conspiracies and archons. Well, that's what he's doing most of the time anyway. So I just find it fascinating. And I can also see the possibilities of them literally digitizing people's brains, putting it in big servers, and then using people. Oh, this is where it gets real spooky, folks. Hold on a second. I'm going to cough. Wow, so deep here. Imagine them replicating your brain, putting your brain in a robot, and then firing you at your job because they've got a robot that'll do it for you that can like bench press 50,000 pounds and has laser beams that come out of their eyeballs. So when they're on the construction site now, they don't even need to use a table saw. They'll just, they don't need a bulldozer now because they've just got, Bob that's a construction worker now. And his intelligence from the organic Bob is now in his body as a, this like machine that's designed specifically to bulldoze stuff and break stuff, construction work, there you go. Or you could take somebody that's brilliant in quantum physics as an idea. I mean, trust me, construction workers are brilliant too. Construction is tough work. I've done it, been there. Try being outside when it's 30 degrees, cutting bricks with a saw that uses water. Try doing that for a few months. It is just so much fun, let me tell you. No, I'll tell you, construction workers are awesome. So I just find it fascinating that there's these possibilities now that you could take somebody's brain, download it into a robot, and now you've got that person's intelligence connected to any physical body that you can make up, whether it's out of titanium alloy, graphene, diamonds, gold, aluminum, tinfoil, jelly. Maybe it's a combination of like a liquid metal that's nanotech that can rewrite itself, like self-replicating DNA. They've got self-replicating DNA computers now, ladies and gentlemen, self-replicating DNA computers. Combine that with somebody's brilliant mind and then add some AI to it, just to add to it. Are they going to start offering people's brains now on a chip? Oh, hey, man, you want to buy Bob's brain over there for $100? Check it out, man. Here, it's on a chip. You want it? Just plug in. Just swallow. No, they're going to have them in cookies now. You can just swallow them in cookies, your cookies and milk. Grandma will be able to make you cookies with Bob's brain digitized in it as the chocolate chips. And then you will eat it, and you will now be tapped into Bob's mind. How about that? Crazy and awesome at the same time. And spooky. Would you allow somebody, if somebody came up to you and said, you know what, we're going to offer you $1 million. Let us digitize your brain. No side effects, nothing. You just come into the office here. We're going to do some MRIs. We're going to do some EEGs, ask you a few questions, and you'll be done in a few hours. We'll give you $1 million. Would you do it? And then they take your brain and they upload it into the cloud, and then you start, your brain is doing functions like an AI system would. Your brain is now an AI system, but it's not. Would you feel it? Would you feel yourself connected to that computer or whatever it is that consumed your brain and is now, are they going to be running programs through you? Wow. Hello. Welcome to the New World Order, ladies and gentlemen, where they love you so much that they will do anything to protect you for your best interests. It's for your best interests, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine, let's take this a step further. They take everybody's brain, they digitize it. This is the new mandatory norm. If you want to be a part of the system, you have to download your brain because they have to make sure that you're functioning properly because they have your best interest at heart. And if you're thinking or questioning things too much, then they're just gonna tweak it a little bit with some Wi-Fi electronic signals, and then all of a sudden you start thinking like you're supposed to. Anytime you jump off base a little bit subconsciously, you just get zapped, like zap, like that. 5G, microwaves, send microwave signals into your brain from 5G towers, 4G towers, from your router in your house, from your smart appliance, from your smart television. Now they're going to take everybody's brains and then just overlay them where it's like this very low auditory below the 20 hertz range. So most people won't pick it up. Most people can't even hear down to 20 hertz. This is probably running around the 5 hertz range. And it'll be like this brain wave thing that's just, it's like, and all of a sudden,
Yes, I will go buy something at Wally Mart and eat more Biggie Macs and take my stupid flu vaccine. Can I have some more lithium with that? I'm questioning authority. Not to question authority. You will not question authority.
so they'll start doing. People will start walking around like you'll have these Agent Smiths literally popping up all over the place because they think they see Neo. They see somebody that's questioning the status quo.
You get him. Plug him in.
And then you're going to have somebody that's going to wear like these headphones, right? And these headphones are going to block these waves of mind control. It's like, and you've got these headphones on, so it's not picking up the waves. So you're still independent from the board. Then you're going to have a whole bunch of Agent Smiths coming after you so they can digitize your brain. So Bob over there can eat your brain in his cookies via digitized milk. Powdered milk. They're going to take your brain, digitize it into these chips, these nanotechnology chips that are just miniature. So they'll have tons of them. And then they're going to start spraying brain chips in the atmosphere. They're going to digitize everybody's brain. They're going to find out whose brain they want to be the hive brain. And then they're going to find out who they want to manipulate and who they want to use for their agendas via shadow factions based on digitizing your brain, understanding your thoughts, taking your creative abilities, putting it into a computer. Then the computer starts thinking for itself. And then the computer decides that humans might just be a threat. And it might be better for the humans and the world to just kind of get rid of them. Or no, they're not going to get rid of them. They're just going to turn them into, AI is going to turn you into a digitized DNA data server where the AI will store your brains mixed with its brains into your DNA and use you as a mining server, kind of like computers are now being used as mining for Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies. The AI will take over, become an NBE, non-biological entity, and use you as the data server, use you as the hardware, where it is now the puppet master. Welcome to the machine, ladies and gentlemen, that loves you so much, you will soon be a walking DNA server farm in the zoo. Be excellent to each other. Subscribe, youtube.com/clandestineTimeLord today. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and check out leakproject.com. Become a premium member today. Get access to over 1,500 podcasts, downloadable, ad-free, streamable, and over 200 podcasts exclusive to leakproject.com. Support freedom, support awesomeness, support yourselves, and be the change you want to see.
We come in peace. We are the Borg. Assimilate. It is futile to not assimilate.